And maybe Mayor Pete wanted to avoid questions because he wanted to avoid moments like this. Watch.
Both information and misinformation injected into this situation, none of which is to the benefit of the community when it comes to that misinformation. So I lost my train of thought.
So there you have it. Abigail Marone, communications director for Senator Josh Hawley, tweeting, Buttigieg is not good with trains. Got it? You know, train of thought.
Yeah, we got it.
Conservative commentator Kate Hyde said, let's have a controlled burn of all the thoughts lost from Pete's head. Look, takeaways. He's not fit for the job, should never have been put up for the job in the first place, was only picked because he checked off DEI boxes, and he could not have looked more out of place. Ash, he looked like a child playing dress-up.
Well, he felt so strongly about the situation that he literally forgot what he was talking about. And if that's not a slap in the face to these people of East Palestine and really the entire American public who want answers as well, because this could happen anywhere that trains go through, not just East Palestine. So we all have to be aware of that as well. But the other part in Brooks' piece that got me was the media liaison saying, oh, you got to turn the cameras off. They work for the American
100%.
people. They deserve answers. So why all the secrecy? Why is it taking 20 days to get there? It just, a lot of this, you know, I'm glad they showed up. 20 days late. But at the same time, they need to keep remembering they work for us. They're not a part of some elite group, no matter what they think. They work for the American people. Another part that really gets me is whenever he started blaming President Trump. I think this is just a talking point. The first bullet on everybody's papers in the Biden administration is blame Trump, refer to Trump. You know, whether it was Trump that changed the regulations or not. Sorry, I'm very fired up about this.
It's not just him that blamed Trump. Joy Behar blamed Trump. Let's take a listen to that.
I don't know why they would ever vote for him, for somebody who, by the way, he placed someone with deep ties to the chemical industry in charge of the EPA's Chemical Safety Office. That's who you voted for in that district, Donald Trump.
So I don't know how long they're going to keep letting her get away with insensitive comments. That's past insensitive. What am I talking about? Joy Behar, and you heard the gasp from the crowd. How are they allowing this to happen? And to keep blaming Trump, no one deserves anything about this. Didn't Biden say he is the people's president? He's going to be everybody's president. So why does Joy Behar say stuff like this? It just goes to show that she thinks that she is just better than everyone else, especially people in the heartland, in the middle of America. But I want to make one more point. Whether Trump changed the regulations or not, what stopped Biden from doing all those executive orders the first day in office?
Great point.
I mean, it's not an excuse anymore.
To sum up what you said, this is what the left thinks of you, America. Joy Behar putting it in a nice, succinct phrase.
I'm Steve Doocy.
I'm Brian Kilmeade.
And I'm Ainsley Earhart. And click here to subscribe to the Fox News YouTube page to catch our hottest interviews and most compelling analysis.